with Boss Lady. I'm Boss Lady. And I have to apologize for my tardiness. One of these days, I will get it all right. I promise you. I'll get my tardiness. Hopefully, I'm not late for my own funeral. But anyhow, we have a really great show for you tonight. And my topic tonight is standards. But before we jump into our topic, we have some young business owners that I'm really happy to be on the show. And we're going to be meeting them a little bit later. So standards. What does standard mean? Standard is a level of quality or attainment. How do we apply standard to our daily lives? Example, I love being self-employed. I can no longer work for someone as my standard of living is a lot different. I like to gain a certain amount of revenue. And the revenue that I can gain, I cannot get that if I were to work for someone. So in your workplace, in your personal life, you have to have standards. I always wanted to work for myself. At the age of 12, I remember my mom was worked for herself. And I always wanted to have the money that my mom had because I saw it. She set a standard for me at a young age. And that's why I leveled up to the woman that you see today. Another example of standard is knowing what you want. In knowing what you want, for example, with your goals for school. Some kids don't want to attend post-secondary school. Some people may tell you, hey, let your kids do whatever they want. They have to make their own choices. And other parties will say, it's not up to them to make their own choice. You don't want your children to struggle the same way you did. You worked hard and for them to reach where they are, so you don't want them to struggle. So you want them to go to college. You want them to go to university. You want them to surpass you. You have a standard. You have a level that you want your children to attain. The Bible also goes back and it says, and it's something that we always hear as well as West Indians, train the child in the way that they should grow. So when they're old, they cannot depart from it. Adult children need guidance. Some people believe that as soon as a child, according to the Canadian government, turns 18, they are an adult. And they believe they know everything. Everything. They are so smart. They got everything all down to part. They don't know nothing. They need to remember they're kids. There are adult kids. And they need guidance. So all you parents out there, and I'm saying this because I have 3 adult children now. I now have 3 adult children. Okay? I had 2. I have 3 now. I'm so proud of myself. Anyways, moving along. They still need guidance. They need to know if they're going into a bad relationship that is toxic, that you are still there to tell them, no, I didn't work so hard. When I die, that woman is not getting any of my money that I work for. That man ain't getting the rest of my money. I'm sorry, I will give you everything, but that person is not for you. We have to level with our children if we want them to have a certain standard as well. How you carry yourself as a parent shows your children how they're supposed to walk. You see, if I didn't see my mom having a certain type of boss mentality, I wouldn't be the woman that I am today. And I thank her dearly for it. The reality is that children, teenagers, there's a lot of peer pressure with them. They might see things and that they want, and they might go to a store with friends and who may not have money to buy the things that they require, and one might steal. Why are you with people that steal if you have a certain standard? If there was a foundation that was set in place for you, you would choose your friends a little bit better. Mind you, we all make mistakes at any age. Teenagers, yeah, they're going to mess up. Let's face it. We all did. And we learn from our mistakes. But we have to show them love. and still in place a standard. So when they're wrong, we have to tell them that they're wrong. And when you have to draw out the fishing line and rescue them, we have to rescue them. But we can't make them drown. Another example I can give you about standard is if you have you're in a relationship with a man or a woman nowadays, man with man too, or woman with woman, vice versa. And you know this person is just not for you. I mean, that's the thing that really bothers me. Why do we stay in situations when we know there's no fruitation? The grass isn't green, so you don't have any standard for yourself. You know, it baffles me today how much people really are sheep. And when I say you're sheep, when we think about sheep, we think that sheep have no sense. Sheep just do as they're told. They don't think for themselves. But I'm here to tell you that we need to have a level of standard in everything that we're doing, so we're not seen as a sheep. We need to always be where the grass is green. Once the grass is green, and once you have a certain amount of value for yourself, you won't stay in a dead-end job where you are underpaid. You will not stay in a relationship. You will not have friends that use you. You will not be with a partner that's using you, or may not appreciate you, or puts you down because of your weight. Sometimes some people are with other people because, hey, if I pick on you, it makes me feel better. And then you get so used to that, you think that's love. What standard do you have? Why haven't you leveled up? I'm just saying, I'm getting somewhere because we're hitting some real things. You keep going to the same restaurant, spending your money because you like the people, but you don't like the food. Why? There has to be a certain amount of quality. You see, even in the real world, there's quality control. So if there's quality control and manufacturers have to follow quality control, why don't we follow quality control in our life? Why don't we have standards for our life? And when we do have standards for our life and we tell somebody, hey, I don't want to be with a married man. Hey, I don't want to be with somebody that's going to put me down and say, I'm too thin, I'm too fat, or I'm not pretty enough. You love yourself for who you are. Have a standard for yourself and stick to it. Because when you have a standard and you level up to that standard, nobody can take that away from you. I promise you that. And everything that you want, you will pull it in. Because you are in good energy and because you have self-love, and you love yourself. You see, the key to success is loving yourself. Now, mind you, I'm speaking to myself too. Because there's times when we all go through down periods, you know? And there's sometimes we wonder, should I bend a little for someone else? If that person is not bending for you and is not willing to meet you halfway, why are you lowering your standards? I promise you, when you lower your standards, it's nothing but headache. Nothing but headache. In my opinion, I call it CP. If you want to know what CP is, it's cock and problems. And for women, cock and problems, that's what I say. I don't want somebody that's just going to be giving me cock and problems, because I have a certain standard. And if I tell you my standard, I expect you to appreciate my standard. You can't expect me on your birthday or Christmas or whatever, New Year's, Valentine's Day, to buy you a $200 present, and you went to the dollar store and bought me a car. We were talking about this in my shop the other day, you know? Things have to match. Things have to match. Things have to make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, then why are you there? Again, it all boils down to the standard. You have to have a standard. Standard goes back to loving yourself. If you don't love yourself, you're going to put up with shit. I know, crap. I could have said crap, but the reality is, you're not going to be happy. You're miserable inside and you're dying. And even though you put on your clothes and you're happy, somebody will always see that your spirit is not joyful. It's not where it's supposed to be. And it's totally because you're lying to yourself. I want us to go look in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm not going to lie to myself anymore. You see, in last year episodes, I often told people to go to the mirror and talk to themselves. Sometimes you have to talk to that man in the mirror. Sometimes you have to tell yourself, this is my standard. And you know what? If these girls want to go out and do the most, I'm not doing the most with you. And if these guys are out here doing the most, I ain't doing the most with you. Because I ain't going to jail. I ain't going to jail with these females. It is what it is. Why did I say jail? Because I'm showing you an extreme. Because sometimes when you use examples that are not extreme, people don't really resonate again. They only process like extreme, you know? The reality is, love yourself, everyone. Show me your company and I'll tell you who you are. Don't settle for what you don't want. Because as long as you keep settling, and as long as you bend the rules, and the rules aren't being bent for you, my friend, you have no standard. Christ has a standard. When Job was attacked, well, he allowed the devil to touch him. We all know the story of Job. When God allowed Job to touch, when God allowed the devil to touch Job, he had to lift up a standard in his life and give him back double for his trouble. Sometimes we don't even realize that the universe is testing us to see if you have a standard of life. You see, sometimes your blessing is right there, but because you're lowering your standards and you want to do what you want to do, you ain't going to get the victory. Sometimes you need to have that moment in the washroom. Look at that mirror. Look at the woman in the mirror. Look at the man in the mirror. And find out what your standard is. You need to figure that out. Because we all have a purpose. And once we know what our purpose is, then it can be fulfilled. Then our true calling of what we're here, because we're all here for a purpose. Find out what your purpose is. Keep up with a standard. Have a standard in life. And I promise you, your purpose will blossom and all your blessings will flow and you'll be much happier. So now, that was standards. We have 3 young business owners here with us today. And I have a standard. And I want all my children to be successful, just like we all want our children to be successful. But I can only speak for my family, my children. But it doesn't mean that I don't want yours too. But I have to talk for mine. They're mine. I hope you understand that. But we have 3 young business owners. And this is what I'm talking about, is having a standard. Seeing what your children want to do and push them to it, because you never know where it's going to lead them. You have to believe in them sometimes. You see, sometimes we only want our children to do what we want, and we don't explore the avenues of what they want to do. When we start exploring the avenues of the things that they want to do, it's all kingdom building. One might want to play ball. You're going to say, do you really think that you're going to be the next Michael Jordan? You don't know that. One wants to be a filmmaker or a chef, or, wants to cut the lawn. You never know where that will go when they're this young, because he can turn around just cutting people's lawns for $20, and tomorrow he's a landscaper. There's a seed that's being planted. And while that seed is being planted, you nourish that seed. You put fertilizer in that seed. You plant it in that soil. You water it. Because those kids are tomorrow's future. So I'm very happy to have these kingdom builders on the show today. And it will help other people that are watching to let their children lift up a standard in their life and think about kingdom building. So without further ado, I'm going to bring out the first two. And as they come on, they are going to discuss their business. And they're going to tell you exactly what they do. I'm so proud of them. And wait till you see who they are and their ages. Very exciting. Guys, please come. Hey, Shauna.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
That's good.
Hi, Tumia.
Hi.
So for those of you that know me, you'll know that Tamia is my niece. Shauna is a very good, a daughter of a good friend of mine from we're kids. I was just telling her mom that her daughter reminds me so much of her when she was her age. So I want you guys to tell me, Shauna, how old are you?
I'm 12.
Shauna is 12. To me, I know how old are you, but I need you to tell everybody.
I'm 13.
So you're 13 and you're 12. 13 and 12 years old, ladies and gentlemen. And they have a business. Shauna, what's the name of your business?
The name of my business is Xquiste.Beautiee.
Xquiste.Beautiee. And what is Xquiste.Beautiee?
So Xquiste.Beautiee is basically accessory / jewelry business. At the moment, we are coming out with some new products as we are going to be relaunching about the first 2 weeks of May. We're going to start doing candle making.
Oh, nice. Nice. That's really good.
Thank you.
Really, really good. So, Timia, what's the name of your business?
The name of my business is TGC Sweet Shop, and I'm basically making desserts or any type of sweet that people would think of. Like cookies.
So she brought some cookies for us today. So why did you decide to open a sweet shop?
In the house, we had a bunch of just regular items that you would use to just cook or bake, and I have like 4 people in the house, so making desserts would be like a treat after dinner, and it kind of took off. Started a whole Instagram website, and that's where I am now.
And I have to say, she's doing very good. She's getting orders, and I'm not just saying that because she's my niece. She's doing very, very good. I'm really proud of her. Her and Naya always be in my. When they would come over, they go in my kitchen and they're in there and they're cooking. Or they call me and say, Auntie, we need to make an apple pie. Could you get this, and this? And I'm like, seriously? Like, they might as well make a business out of this, But I'm really, really proud of her. Naya likes doing the cupcakes. Tamia likes doing cookies. So, Shauna, what exactly does Xquiste.Beautiee? What type of jewelry do you have? Is it costume jewelry?
So I would say it's urban jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
So like soon we're going to be putting out some Nefertiti necklaces, as that's kind of being in the trend at the moment, such as like crystal bracelets. Those are also coming in the trend. I wouldn't consider that as urban jewelry though. But
crystal jewelry?
Yeah.
We got crystal jewelry going on? What exactly are the crystal jewelries?
Like carnelian, like okay, like this.
Oh, that's what you guys call them?
Yeah, crystal bracelets.
Oh.
What do you call them?
They're beads. They're beads. I mean, like, I'm telling you, you young people have different names for anything. Because I'm like, crystal jewelry. What's that? Am I missing something? Am I really that off? Okay, girl, you made me just feel so old. How dare you do that?
My apologies.
You made me feel so old. Like, yes, I'm there. I don't look it, okay? I don't look it. Don't look it. Look fabulous, okay? Don't make me feel that old ever again. Don't do that. Do that. It's wrong. It's just wrong. She's trying to make me feel bad over here. So you're going to be doing the beads?
Right.
So are the beads just for jewelry, or are they also spiritual?
I would consider them spiritual.
Yes, because
before we give them out, we are going to cleanse them with either sage, palo santo, or incense sticks.
mhm,
If anything, we might pray over them.
yes, you have to. You see, the beads are they're very significant, and that's why I want us to talk about them a little bit more. And I actually want to see how much you really know about the beads. So,
Okay.
but don't worry, I'll tell you a little bit too.
Okay.
I notice you have quite a few.
Yes.
You have a red one like me. This one looks like tiger.
Tiger's eye,
Yeah?
carnelian, and moonstone.
Yeah, I see. I know my stuff.
That's good.
I know my stuff.
It's beneficial.
Yeah, the tiger. What is it? The tiger knot or
Tiger's eye.
tiger's eye? That one actually is very good to absorb negative energy.
Right.
It's very good to absorb negative energy. But sometimes you have to also know when the stone is also not working for you and you have to go higher. Yeah, because sometimes when you get so angry, it might absorb too much and it breaks. That's when you need to, that's when you know your energy, your energy is the energy around you definitely is negative, but your body is not your energy is so strong that it can't absorb the bracelet cannot contain it. So this is why it breaks.
Right.
So you have to go higher. So that's something that you also have to know. I'll teach you a little bit more about that. Yeah, because I had to move up to tiger's eye one time, and I actually had to mix it with black onyx.
My mom has black onyx.
Yeah, I had to mix the tiger and the black onyx because it was not working out for me anymore. And I was going through a different time then, and I was a lot more angry. Now I'm more calm. So, my bracelets were breaking all the time. But it actually is good when it breaks.
Because I believe it protected you from something.
Yes.
Or the work has been done.
Yes, it did. It protected you. Look at you. Well, you know what? You got to know. I'm so proud of you. You got to know your stuff. You know, I was talking to somebody in the shop because these are totally in right now. And she had like a blue chakra on. And I said, that's a really nice blue chakra. And she was like,
What's that?
exactly. That's exactly what she said to me. That's how you know so?
Because there's a student in my class and she has like a bunch of crystals on her wrist and she doesn't know the names of any of them.
And the thing is, you should not wear them if you don't know what it's for.
Exactly.
Like this one,
It's carnelian.
to tell you the honest truth, I just know that this is hope and prosperity.
It's probably carnelian or ruby.
Yeah, I know it's a ruby. I know it's definitely a ruby. This Rasta in the mall gave this to me on my birthday last year.
Nice.
Yeah, he said this is going to give you prosperity, hope. So I keep this because it's very significant to me. And I'm telling you, it was given to me in very good spirit because right after he gave it to me, I'm everybody knows I have a very busy life, very busy, but I'm telling you, it's like the doors just opened, the windows opened, and there was a flood that came in with the amount of blessings. And I just had to say, thank you, universe. Thank you, Lord. These things are important. All these things are natural stones that were here placed in the earth. They also have things to balance us out to as we connect with other people. You see, before I even go into my car, I pray, I set that tone, I set that standard when I'm driving because it's not for me. You don't know the other parties on the road. So you want a protection. Right. And the reality is, these stones actually keep you balanced, and these are all from the earth. Sometimes we don't understand what they mean and everything, but you really have to understand the meaning behind them. Like lavender is very good for people that have insomnia and for peace. It helps them sleep. These are actually real people. these are actually real. So Tamia, tell me what kind of cookies you've been baking up.
So far it's chocolate chip cookies, Nutella filled. Well, yeah,
Nutella filled.
yeah.
You know, there's a big Nutella
Obsession going around.
obsession is the word.
Yeah.
I don't know when that happened, but it's a big obsession with Nutella. I mean, I like Nutella growing up, but correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't know Nutella was that big of a deal.
Yeah, apparently it is. The amount of orders I got for them, and then we had to transfer to giant ones for one specific order because of the way I have made them. But yeah, pretty much been getting like special orders. Like some people would want peanuts in it, and it would be a premium order. So Nutella filled or anything else that you want that is special is a premium ordered cookie.
Oh, okay, hold on.
I have a question.
Yeah, hold on. I do the question.
Sorry.
No, but yeah, no, but no. All right, so this is the shot. Let's talk with Shauna now.
No.
Shauna's taking my job. Shauna gonna work at the shop too. No problem. I could go and live on a sunny beach forever. You know, you can take care of the kids.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Go ahead. Ask your question, sweetheart.
So for the like those that want a special order, do you charge them more? Or is the price remain the same?
So for the special orders, it would be $2.50. So they don't get an extra charge. It's just a change because I have to add to it, to the regular cookie.
Hello. Stop that right there. They want giant. You charge additional.
No, the giants are different from like the regular cookies.
You're charging them more though.
Yeah.
Good.
Because they're the bigger size. So
Yeah,
I would have
you
to
need
double
more
the
ingredients.
Yes.
Good. You learned a lot from your auntie.
Yes, I know.
This is the niece. For those of you that know me, she hustles me. Okay.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. She hustles me.
She calls it hustling.
She hustles me. I taught her too well. She went to her house to cut out my weave. Yes, I'm going to say it.
Okay.
And you charged me.
That was okay. I was doing stuff, okay, and you just walk in and you're like, Tamia, you're cutting out my hair. I'm like, am I getting paid?
And I said I was going to pay you. And you know what? And I had the figure in my mind, you know, and she just called me. Auntie, you know, I think that you should be paying me this. And I just said, you know what? I was actually going to give you that, you know. But if you call me again and ask me about any money business, but, you know, so I have to like, I'm so proud of them. Honestly, I really am. And, you know, I'm just sharing that little experience. Because she ain't supposed to hustle me. I'm the hustler.
No.
How do you hustle the hustler?
When I learn from the best, okay,
Oh.
and you become the master. Yeah, it gets replaced. You become the master. Yeah.
Little girl. You know, so you lucky say you're my niece. And I love you. Shauna, no bother with it, you know, because you already want to take my job. I don't know what's going on with these young people, but you know what? The reality is in 7 years, I'm slowing down. 7 years, I'm slowing down. I'm going to be 50. Damn. I know.
She really doesn't.
That's a compliment.
I know. So when I'm 60, I could still wear a bikini, guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nothing looks bad.
No. And I'm going to, and then, you know, I'm going to get my boobs done too soon. So.
My body should
Body shield. Good.
Body
You
shield.
some like you, you know, some like the young people them. Sure. Some like the young people them. That's why I have to big them up, you know. I have to big them up and promote the business. Because we're all about kingdom building. That's what this is about. We get all the fun and the jokes and everything in between. I love Shauna. I love my niece.
Love you too.
You know, my daughter Naya is supposed to be coming out. She's a little shy. Naya's a little shy. So maybe I might have to get her next time, but she is a little shy, but she has a cupcake business. She does. She has a cupcake business, but Naya's a little shy, but we're getting her out of her We're getting her out of her shell, but she's the third person that was supposed to be here. And maybe we could we'll get her out here maybe a little later, so she can show some of the cupcakes that she has and see if she has one two things to say. But we're working with her. We're working getting her out of her shell. To me, it's very comfortable. To me, it's too comfortable.
Listen, I've been on auditions, okay? I'm comfortable with cameras. I have to be.
And you're comfortable with taking my money.
I have to be.
Anyways, whatever, Tamia. Whatever. You know, this is why, like, I can't be bothered with. You see, the girls are just like hands in your pocket. They're like a Capital One MasterCard. Like, I swear, girl, yes, you guys are. You see, the boys don't need too much.
That's a lot.
Boys are needy.
That's a
No,
lot.
you guys leave the boys alone. Girls are very needy. Like my daughter, my eldest daughter, anytime when she calls my name like this, so mommy, I literally know how much. I know she wants something, and I know it's gonna be up there. The price that she's asking me for, the money she's asking for, it's up there because she's like, so mommy, and she does this thing. And I'm like, Ebony, how much? How much do you need? Or like, what is it? In my house, there's no daddy. There's no daddy. It's mommy. Everything is mommy, you know? But I love it, and I love it. I'll never change my life for anything. I never will, you know? But we're going to try some of Tamia's cookies. I think Naya's shy. I think she's shy. We're not gonna bug her. We're not gonna bug her. She's shy. You know, but that's okay. We'll bring her out next time. I kind of like the fact that she's a little bit reserved and subtle because, like, we can't move up. Don't worry, I'm working with her. I'm working with her. So let's try one of your cookies, Tamia.
You want to try one? Oh, thank you. I'm not going to. Other than practice.
Oh, they're really chocolatey. You're not stingy on the chocolate chips.
That's for sure.
No, you know, sometimes you get chocolate chip cookies and
There's like 1, 2 chocolate chips.
a lot.
One of those.
At least you're not stingy. See, look, and they're actually a very good size. They're actually a very, very good size. Very good size. You can see them. Tamia, those are good.
Thank you.
I try to stay away from too much sweets because, like I said, I just look young. But you know, when you hit 40, you need to kind of watch your salt, your ketchup intake, and all those hidden salts and all the sugars. And we all know sugar diabetes does exist. So I really work my hardest to eat and live a healthy lifestyle, you know? But those cookies are good, man. I might have to forget about this healthy eating crap after. Those cookies are good. I'm not even saying it because she's my niece. You guys order some cookies from my niece. All right? Order some cookies from my niece. All the Nutella ones. It's too much chocolate for me. I can't handle that. But I'll deal with the chocolate chip. You guys order some cookies from my niece. So tell me, how can people get a hold of you if they want to order some cookies?
I have an Instagram page. It's called TC's Sweet Shop. It's all together. There's no like spaces, no nothing. And you can get my business WhatsApp, and you can text me there because if you text me on Instagram, it goes to request, and I don't see the request.
So do you have some of your products on your Instagram page?
Yes, pretty much everything that I bake except for brownies because those orders have not been made yet.
Okay. And also, how much in advance do people need to give notice to, like, how long does it take for you to make an order? Like the turnaround time, that's what I'm asking.
Like an hour or two, sometimes 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you're young. You don't really have too much time on your hands, so.
But I would like to know like your order in advance, like a 2-day in advance, because you have to pay the day before your order.
Okay, so you see, she learned from the boss. She want our money up front. So you can't make her make no cookie, and you don't have no money, and you can't say you want the cookie, and then when it's come for you to pick up cookie order, you tell her, say, boy, you know, so me don't want that again. No, she will eat your cookies, and she took your money. High five. Like that.
That's right.
Like that. I like that. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Proud of you. Proud of you.
Live for the best.
Yeah.
Remember that.
I
Live for
know.
the best.
I know. And you know, your mom is doing a very good job with you guys. Let me just take the time out to say that. My sister is doing a very good job. You see, you should push your kids to really excel. You should really keep up the kingdom building standard, and have a standard for them. Because when you do, and her mom's a business owner, this is what happens. Shauna's mom works for the bank. This is what happens. This is what happens when we invest in our children and they see, and we make them see how hard we work for everything that we have. We teach them the value of $1, and we put them into business. This is the result of it. So Shauna, how long will it take you to make one of those beads?
It really won't take me long, just not even a day, to be honest.
To be honest with you, I know people that like those beads. I'm serious. So as soon as you have them up, upload some pictures and send me some links, and I'll put them on my page for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, because those beads, those are hot sellers right now. Everybody's totally into them. Everyone's into their chakra and their balance and mind, body, and soul and everything like that. And the onyx sells like whoa. Onyx sells always have onyx, black onyx.
Okay.
Yeah, and because of this whole COVID thing that's going on, I'm just gonna keep my comments to myself. People are also having a lot of mental health issues because of it. They're also having a lot of anxiety. So you might want to have a few lavender. Yeah, you can some lavender because it will help them balance out their chakras.
Right.
Yeah, so that would be really good. So how can people get a hold of you?
Well, I do have an Instagram page, just like Tamia, but mine is Xquiste.Beautiee, Xquiste with an X, Xquisite, period, then Beautiee. And I also have an email on my page with my number. So that's how you can reach me.
All right, well, we're going to have all of Shauna's number and Instagram because she have too much. She's like an incorporation on herself. My girl talk about she have Instagram. You're 12, right?
I am.
Mm-hmm. She's 12. She's running a corporation. Okay, my girl said, I have Instagram, I have email, and you have phone number. Okay. And and you guys both, well, they're young. They don't really have much to do. So literally, you can get your orders the same day. So support them. Yes, your friend might have a shop around the corner, but these are young people, and this is what we want. And I really hope after you watch this show, if your kids have an idea and they really want to do it, please work with them. Make it happen. You never know where it can go. I can't even say it enough how proud I am of you guys. And you should really get into, later on, the chakra stones, like the bigger ones.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about that another day.
Okay.
Because just since you're in the beads. And let everyone see the beads again.
I don't know if you can see it.
I shouldn't just take them off for you like that?
Yeah.
I can't. Like, it's already resonated with her.
That's what it can show.
Yeah, so you show them.
I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, they can see. Yeah, they can see.
Or you could just go in 3.
Yeah. So the white one, is that one for purity and peace or something?
It is increasing your femininity.
Oh.
So, a couple of times I have been told that I acted a little masculine. I don't know
I
why.
need that because I've been told that I'm too masculine. People be telling me I'm like a man all the time. My daughter told me that, Mom, you're a woman. Okay, I saw the chats blowing up when I said that. Okay, do you guys think I'm a man? Do you guys not I'm a man? Do you guys think I'm too masculine? Do I need to be more feminine? The chats just lit up. I swear to God, the chats just lit up. I was in the mall the other day, and my brethren schoolie, I don't care, I'm going to say it. My brethren schoolie said to me, I said something to him because there was this man, I don't care, I'm going to tell the story. I don't care. I don't care. I'm telling the story. I think I talked about it. You may have heard about it. You guys are going to get a good laugh, and he's going to know I'm talking about it. I don't care. We're going to do this right now. So I decided to be a good Samaritan this day. This is why I'm not a good Samaritan that often, all right? So gave somebody a ride, gave this man a ride because it was very cold. Everybody knows in Canada it's cold. So I gave him a ride so he could go to my favorite restaurant, one of my favorite restaurants, the House of Jer, so he could get something to eat. I had already ordered my food. So I said, me have to drive you there, so then me have to drive you back, and the highway's right there for going me on. So then I said after my spirit said, Melissa, maybe the man is really hungry, and there's nowhere else was open. So I said, fine, I'm going to be a good Samaritan. I'm going to drive this man. When I go to the restaurant, thinking this man had money for pay for him food. No. Yes. The man told the people them to put his food on my bill. $15. Ask me if I paid for it. I made a big stink. You don't do that to me. Are you kidding me?
I drive him.
No, listen to me. I went in my car and I left. I said, let me tell you something. He ain't my man. He doesn't have a car. I did my good deed. I am not paying for your $15 food. You think I am? I don't care. But anyways, can't hustle me. So I was telling my brethren about it in the mall, and he's like, yo, Mel. I said, no, what do you think this is, bro? I'm like, yo, what do you think this is, fam? You can't be doing that. He first of all, he said that he wants some food to buy. So if you didn't see me, you were still going to get some food. So why when you see me and say I have my shop and I'm just being nice? This is why I'm going to like be nice, This is why more times if you say hi to me, I just cuss you and tell you for go. And then when I'm like that, them say, say, Mel, Mel, you don't say you're a woman, I said, yes, I know I'm a woman. Every time I go to the bathroom, I know that. This is what I know. I go to the bathroom, I know I'm a woman. No, but I'm saying they're telling me that I'm a woman. I know I'm a woman. I gave birth to kids. I said, why are you saying this to me, Papa? And he's like, because Mel, I said, Mel, honestly, you're a nice person, but you're too hardcore, Mel. You're too hardcore. Mel, you can't be so hardcore. And I said, okay, I'm too hardcore, but I have a standard. I have a standard for myself. I don't like crosses. I don't like CP. I'm just going to say CP because the kids are out here, so I got to be PG-13. So I don't like problems. And I wasn't looking this man. But this person wanted to try to take advantage of me. That's why I don't like being nice. So anyhow, this is why we have to have standards. Don't be giving people rides. Don't feel sorry for them. Well, I'm not saying don't give people rides, but you know what I'm saying. Just, anyways, just take that with a grain of salt. But y'all know what I'm saying. But I mean, I got really mad that day. I was very mad, and I went in my car, and I flew home. I just went on the highway. I don't even business. But anyhow, I've been told so many times, and I actually told my friend, I said, Papa, my daughter told me the other day, like, Mom, sometimes you need to chill. Like, even when you're with us, sometimes you want to be like, like, Mom, we're your kids. I'm like, I know that. I gave birth to you guys. I know how long I was in labor for every one of you guys. She's like, even though you're talking, Mom, you can't be talking to us like this. And I'm like, listen, I grew up in Finch, okay? If I wasn't so hard, I wouldn't be the woman that I have. I wouldn't acquire what I have if I wasn't like this. So I can't be the woman that's just so naive and be like, all right, just comb my hair and put on my lipstick and make everybody, okay, I'm pretty. Yeah, I'm going to go to work now. I cooked. Oh, my husband said he's going to be gone for 3 months and, oh, he's totally faithful. Really? Really? No. I don't stop digging until I get my results. I'm that type of woman. So everybody wants me to be more feminine. All right, now you come on here with your feminine needs. Give me one, because clearly I need to be more feminine. I'm too masculine. But there's nothing wrong with being too masculine. But the problem is these men don't like the fact that I'm too masculine because I know them too well. And chicks don't like it because I don't have time for their nonsense. This is why I'm just too real. I'm real. So if you're real, you'll like me. If you're not real, then what you see is what you get. Either you like me or you don't like me. And if you don't like me, I don't care. You know why? I'm doing good. I don't care who doesn't like me. This is Let's Talk with Boss Lady. And I'm just keeping it real. And I love every one of you guys. I have nothing but love for anyone. I have for everyone. I have nothing but love. And this is all about empowering everyone, because the things that we discuss on this show is about, the things that we discuss, honestly, is real. These are things that happen in today's society. This is not a Hollywood script. These are real things that people need to hear. And these are the things that no one's not talking about. But I can talk about everything for days. Trust me. Because what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's right. That's right. And the reality is, I'm so tough because I don't want to be that woman that's a damsel in distress. Mind you, I do play it sometimes. You just have to know how to play it. Like, I remember, because I always drive big trucks, but now I know how to change my oil. I check my oil. So before I used to be like, I'm like, okay, great. I'm going to have to wait till I find a man because I needed oil in my tank. But now I know how to check my own oil and put my own oil in there. I leveled up. I'm proud of myself. So I used to be that damsel in distress, like, it was over 10 years ago. Sorry, could you help me? I can't open up the hood of my car. I can do all of that now. So, I mean, like, I don't want my girls to be dependent on a man. This is why I'm the way how I am. So when people say I'm too masculine, I don't want my daughters, my niece, you are like my child too. I don't want you. I want you to be independent, self-sufficient. So when you know someone's playing a game on you, you say, boy, bye. 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 Straight up. There's some exceptions, depending on the individual. But for reality, you have standards that you will and will not tolerate. And that's what it boils down to. It's the standards, And that's why we're talking about this. And this is why I'm more, as they say, masculine, because I don't want my daughters to just, or the girls in my family to just be like, fragile and I can't leave because he's supporting me and I don't have any money. And are you kidding me? No. And I don't want my boys to be dependent on a woman. That's why I'm tough on them. My boys can tell you I'm tough on them a different way, because they're not going to make a fool out of me. Mind you, none of them are perfect, and there's always bumps in the road. But I'm like that so they can understand, hey, I might be a woman raising boys, but guess what? I've been out there. I was in the streets. So anything you're thinking about doing, trust me, I can do it. I've been there, done that, sang on the choir. I got that from my eldest son's grandma. I love her. She's my mother-in-law for life. I love you, Mom. I love that woman, And she's always said that for me since I was 16. Been there, done that, sang on the choir. And I'm like that with my boys because I don't want them to think that because they don't have a dad in this house that Mom is just so soft. No. Sometimes you have to follow your spirit. My third child, I won't mention his name, and my fourth child, they know when I'm all up in their business and they don't like it. I hear them, oh, Mom's so annoying. I hear them, or whatever. Or my 13-year-old, and they close the door when they hear them, say something that they want. I said, excuse me, you see, in my house, you can't even say When we were growing up, you couldn't even say frig. It sounds too close to a swear word. There was a standard. If you said flip, I got right up the head. Right up the head. And then my dad, my dad's Trini. I'm half Trini. All of those be jeering me, right? My dad, I swear to God, growing up with a Trinidadian father is the best. All of those be jeering me. But again, there was a standard. There was a standard, and my kids can't do that because there's a standard. You can't say anything that remotely sounds like a cuss word in this house. Now, I'm not going to say what happens after because I live in Canada. If I lived in Jamaica, there'll be a different story, and this is life. And nobody ain't coming to my yard. Straight up. Let's keep it real. So I take away their PlayStation for a week, okay? PlayStation gets taken away, and they're grounded. They're grounded because, that's what you have to do to little Tommy and Bill and Mary, right? That's what you got to do. But again, there's standards. We got to have standards. We got to have standards, and I'm very, very happy that we have a standard. Standards aren't bad. It's just, think of it as a guideline to your path. And because you have a guideline, it only makes your future brighter, and it keeps you where you need to be. Honestly, this was a really great show. We had some great conversation. I'm going to continue. I'm working with Naya. I'm doing more. Making her talk more out loud and getting her into things because we're going to get her on here one of these days. We are. So, but I really want to thank everybody for watching today. I want to thank the people that are at home, all over the world that are watching me right now. I want to thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. But please, listen, this is specifically for Black people. When you tell Black people to subscribe, I don't know what you guys think is going to happen. I said subscribe, especially the yardis. Subscribe. So you want me to subscribe, right? I said yes. All right, so what got up in now? I said, what do you mean what's going to happen now? Just subscribe. I'm almost at my benchmark where I get an award from YouTube. So subscribe, send it out, and tell the people that I don't want your arm, your leg, and a kidney. I just want a subscription. I'm almost there. Work with me and I'll work with you. And if you have a business idea, I'm here. I'm willing to help you. Again, my sister, TGC Financial, she will help you register your business at every government level. So you're in the right hands. So please, thank you for please subscribe. Please subscribe and know that I do not want your leg, your arm, and a kidney. All right? I also want to thank everybody that's watching at work. For those that I know that are driving the forklift, I'm going to remind you again, please keep your eyes on the forklift. I don't have insurance for you, nor do I want to pay you if anything happens, okay? I like to keep my money. My money is for me and my children. And for everybody that knows, I have a lot, okay? It's no secret. I have a lot. I am a mother of 6 boys and 2 girls, and I got 3 adult children I'm very proud of. So, yes. And I want to take the time out to thank some of my sponsors. The House of Jerk. Good vibes. House of Jerk. I want to thank Island Time. I want to thank Chicken and Tings. Chicken and Tings is on Brandon Gate Plaza, Darcel and Finch, and they actually have just started seafood Sundays. So for those of you that don't eat seafood, that don't eat meat, like myself, I only eat seafood. House of Chicken and Tings is now open from 12 to 5, and they have seafood Sundays. The House of Jerk, also you can get seafood all the time, but they have seafood Fridays. Royal Haven Salon, I would like to thank you. Bramalea Guest City Center. All my clothing is sponsored by Bramalea City Center. I want to thank TGC Financial. I want to thank Glamour Trends Inc. for the beautiful hair. Hello. Everything was birthed through Glamour Trends Inc. And that, to those of you that don't know, Glamour Trends Inc. is my salon. That is my business. I want to thank Barbara Patrick, who has now joined the Glamour Trends bandwagon. That was a very good collaboration. Thank you, Barbara Patrick. That was, I always wanted a barber to work with me full time. And you know, I always wanted Patrick to work with me. Me and him have our, we bucked heads different times. But you know, it takes two strong people to buck heads and still can work together and have a business relationship. And I'm very happy to know that Patrick is working alongside of me. So men, if you need a haircut, because some of you used to say, yeah man, you may not have no ear, Patrick can cut you. And if you don't have any hair and you don't want to grow your hair, I can put hair on your head. I can do man units. And Patrick can still give you a fade. So if you want that fade and you have the whole receding hairline going out, don't worry, I got you. I got you. It starts, the man units start from $250. Okay, it all depends on the hair you want to use. If you want the real hair, you're going to have to pay more. But if you want the cheaper hair, it's $250 and up. You can give me a call, 647-849-1872. Remember the Ultimate Cut Barber, Meeks IPTV in Westwood Mall. You can check him out if you need an IP box. Remember Food Fiesta in Westwood Mall for all your West Indian food supplies. My name is Boss Lady, and this is my Let's Talk channel. And I am so happy to just be keeping it real with all of you. And, you know, we're going to do this again in 2 weeks. I'm Boss Lady, and I'm out. I'll see you next time. Later.
I heard you.